Reminisce, first of all, about 40 years, so y'all in the back might want to take a seat. I mean, to reminisce about 40 years, I mean, this could take a while. I think the thing that comes to mind, first of all, is so proud to be the coach here at Washburn. I think every day, woke up excited to come here, excited to be a part of Washburn and building a team and being part of the Washburn community and really Topeka. But never had a bad day. I mean, some of the days were a little tough, Carol, after a loss or something, but gosh, just thoroughly enjoyed this opportunity, this job. The question I get asked is, how in the heck did you make it that long? I mean, how did you make it that many years? You know, especially sometimes from the coaches that have been here just a few short years. And, you know, I've thought about that a lot here recently, and the family. I mean, I'm not the greatest coach in the world, I guarantee that, but I've got the greatest family in the world to allow me to do this for so long. I mean, Carol has been like an assistant coach. She holds a record for baking the most cookies for one program in the history of basketball, for trips and stuff, and just always being there. You know, because of her, I mean, incredible, and that allowed the longevity, and the kids, Bobby and Kelsey, I think Gene may have passed out what they put on Facebook. If I'm ever feeling low, I mean, I'm just going to read what my kids said about me. Wow. And I won't be feeling low, but man, incredible family. I mean, that has allowed this opportunity, and it kept me, you know, so energized. I just can't tell you. So obviously the coaches, some of them are here. I've had great coaches. You guys have been extremely loyal, unbelievable. I see a lot of assistant coaches here, so thank you. You guys have been great. That's allowed. And the players that you've brought me and we've recruited. I mean, some kids that just, you know, we still remember, but just an incredible group of players. A lot of them have contacted me in the last couple days, and you know, that's just, it's so rewarding to see these guys go on and be associated. And now the good stuff, I am so excited about how this is developing. I mean, we're going to win a championship, right, Brownie, Matt? I mean, we think we got a great team. I mean, we're so excited about this group. With this group. I mean, this is a fantastic group of young men. We think we can win it. I mean, it would be great to, you know, the 800 is going to be sweet, but to win the championship with this group, that would be everything. So to go out with that group and leave that group. We're recruiting hard right now. We got one scholarship that following year to make sure that group stays intact, and is an incredible group. To leave that group who has a chance, I think, to challenge for a national championship. That's kind of unique, kind of special. Always wanted to leave the cupboard full, not bare. I think we're doing that. And, you know, I just can't thank everybody here enough for all they've done for us. I loved every day, enjoyed every day. And trust me, I am going to enjoy every day next year and for years to come. So, love Washburn, appreciate all you've done. Any questions? Any good questions? Any good questions? Because I've got my writer here that's been with me for a lot of years. He jumped to K-State, but Ken Corbett's here. Ken, love you, man. Just another thing that's happened here, which a lot of you weren't around, but there's been a little bit of a love affair with the media here and me. Bob Henson was one of my great friends and fans. He's passed. Pete Gehring, my great friends and fans. Ken, so many positive articles when you probably didn't need to be, and so many off the records that was incredible. So I mean, that relationship also has been I'll cherish all the relationships with that one. So with that, Ken, you're surely going to ask a good question.
All right, well, since I can't save you from official supplies next year, but so it seemed like all the years through, you had a knack of building a team with Kansas kids first,
Yeah.
but junior college guys, D1 transfers. I mean, how difficult was that to blend, everything it took to win on this level?
Yeah, I think that's kind of the background from Kansas State, Hartman, Glenn Kafer, and just my team at Kansas State. We just had our 40th reunion. So guys that are still getting together. I've always felt that that's important, a core group of guys that, possibly could be like our teams at K-State that could get together. We've got one of those teams this year. I think that's why the excitement of maybe doing it this year. Coach Mack, I see Coach that played for me and coached with me. Now he's our women's coach, Coach Mack. He's getting together. I mean, his best friends are our team back there when he played. That's pretty special. Always wanted to do that. There's a knack of getting those guys and then getting some real talent, right, Mac, to fill around them. No. There's always that knack of getting those guys and mixing in with a few others, because honestly, we always shoot for the Rounding Matt. We always shoot for the great Kansas kids, and we got some coming in this year. Mr. Basketball in the state of Kansas. We've got the 7th leading scorer in the history of Kansas basketball coming in the history of Kansas basketball. I think he moved Mike Unrein down a spot, the great Hayden guy. But it's just been something that has been a priority. The Kansas guys, I call them Washburn guys, because they are our Washburn guys still. And our Washburn guys, and then fill in with some other ones. And I don't know, that's just made it extra special. It seemed to be the right formula. And, it is a little harder. Coach Sherg will tell you with the way they change the grades and the NCAA requirements, everything always seems to get a little harder, but we've always kind of stayed true to that. Now as all my players call me here recently, that definitely was the right thing to do. That was definitely, and that's what's fun for me is seeing, getting those kind of kids that stay on and support Washburn and support everything we do here. That's kind of a long answer to a short question, man.
What went into the decision for you to decide that next season was going to be your last season?
Yeah, it wasn't easy, because you never want Washburn's so great to me. And at some point somebody's got to have an opportunity, the opportunity that I was given, and that was part of it. At some point it needs to come to an end. Obviously, I feel really good, really healthy, rejuvenated. More so than ever, I love my assistants, love my players. Bobby, who played for me and coached with me, kind of rejuvenated me, and I am feeling about as good as I've felt in quite some time. So it was difficult. It was difficult. You never want to give up something that you love, but there's just that point, and you just feel it's right, and everyone's kind of shocked about it, which tells me it's the right time rather than, oh God, it's about time. I didn't want that reaction, like, oh my God, finally. So, I think it was the right time. So, but it was difficult, because it's hard to give it up. It is a little bittersweet. Wasn't an easy decision.
Bob, we've seen some of these sports figures announce their retirement and then play one more season, and they get the reception they get on the road. What have you even thought about yet what you might be receiving on all these road games that you go?
Not really. Hopefully, I'm going to play a lot more golf. So if you're listening, the clubs are. Washburn gave me the clubs on the 500th win. Still playing with those sticks. This is about to be 800, so you can imagine how old those sticks are. So any golf clubs would be nice. Kind of do away with the rocking chair. Yeah, it's not. I'm not ready for that still. I think actually the timing of this is perfect. It's going to be disruptive a little bit with the 800 wins. It's going to be disruptive for a season. The fact that we're doing this now and then, man, forget about it. let's go win a championship. Boom, let's go. So I think that was the idea, not to get nice gifts, but like I said, definitely, I'm hitting the utility clutch pretty good. So if somebody wanted to come through with those. It's one stick I can use. No. It was tough. It was tough. Coach Wessel.
Do you have any plans, have you started formulating any plans for your retirement? What are you going to do after you're done?
Oh man, guys, good question, Ronnie. First of all, the new coach is going to take over the basketball camp, so that's not going to continue. But I don't know if you could get that written into your contract. Maybe it could be the Wessel Cox Basketball School or something, but I don't know. I think Carol and I will just kind of reminisce. I do know that we're going to have a monster team that following year. I'm going to be there in the stand, front line over our guys, my guys. We're going to be cheering for them. Hopefully, kind of almost like his dad, his best supporter. Always positive with him and kind of be there right there for him. I've been involved with the Washburn community. Love tailgating of football. Love watching Coach Mack's teams play. Still be involved there. But I'll never be involved. Hey, thanks, Ron. Thanks for everything. Man, I love it. You're another one of those guys that just when Washburn leaves, they're going to wonder, why wasn't this done? I mean, when you leave, they're going to go, well, how come this didn't get done? How come this didn't get done? And they'll figure it out when you leave someday, Ronnie. All right. Thank you so much for coming out. And, hey, let's win a championship next year. Come on, let's get out to every event. Come on, for every sport. Let's get this going, finishing.